Well, there goes Jamie. She's headed out of town for a few days. And that means that I have a couple of things that I'm going to work on while she's gone. So when she comes back, life is going to be much easier. Let me show you one of those things right now. Hey, kitty. Bump, 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 bump. We are walking right to this red door. And right behind this red door, you're going to see something. Hello, ladies. Hi. Guess what we're doing? Guess what I'm gonna start doing today? I have a job to do, and it's for you and for you. So we have little calves over here doing their stuff, but look what's going on with Starla. She's followed the dogs off to the fence line. They're barking over at Mr. Pete. And Starla thinks she's one of them. How much do we love her? Starla thinks she's a dog over there barking at Mr. Pete.
She has no idea why they're there, but she's like, we're here for it. I'm in. These are my people.
Whatever's going on, you gotta mess with us now. Folks, Lester here, and today we're going to be making that life change. We're making a life change, a lifestyle change. Not for me necessarily, but it will affect me and Jamie. But it's time that both Ruby and Danny and even Starla start spending more time in their very own pasture. You heard me right. It's been real cute watching them run around the yard and do all that they do, living in our bathroom half the time during the heat of the day, and all the things that we've done to accommodate and get them past their 2-week the red zone. They've gotten past the red zone, y'all, and now feel like we're in a pretty safe place now with them and their health, and it's time to make them learn to be outside farm animals. Oh, don't hate me. You're gonna hate me. Go ahead. If you hate me, just go ahead and say it. It has to happen, y'all. It has to happen, okay? Join me. I'm going to show you the steps we're going to take to ensure their safety and their well-being. And this is going to be where they're going to call home for a while. Y'all come on. All right, so this is a very secure pasture. It is the pasture that is closest to all of the shop and our setup over here. Animals cannot get in or out of this pasture. Now, granted, something could dig in or maybe some things could climb over. But for the most part, our guardian dogs stay right here in the yard, and they would alert us to anything happening in or around this pasture. Let's not forget the pasture that Mr. Huck was taken from was the next pasture over, which is quite a bit further and darker, okay? What I'm going to do today is come out and I'm going to pretty much take my drag, maybe even Jamie's small tractor, and just clean the pasture up. It's been used for a while by pretty much everybody. We've had goats, we've had the big birds have been over here, and we're going to make it suitable and adjustable. We're going to adjust it. We're going to work in the pasture and get it all ready for little cows and goats, okay? All right, we have to have fresh, clean water. And guys, do not think that that's rain. Those are not raindrops. That is our sprinkler going right now. I was coming down to feed Tex, and I noticed we had someone sitting at our driveway. Leaving. Now they're leaving. It's the mail lady. Oh my goodness gracious. Y'all know what that means, don't you? Y'all do know what that means. KID, kid. Or Keeping It Dutch. Yee! I got a package from Keeping It Dutch. That would be Sean. Oh boy, I can't wait to see what we got here. Now listen, I am not going to even speculate what's in this box. Hope to God it's not another rooster. Yeah, we hope to God it's not another rooster. I will say that much, but I know that Sean drove all the way over from his side of Oklahoma to visit and help me out with a little coyote issue we were having here. Taught me a world of knowledge about things that I could do on my own in the future. And while he was here, he never left me any merch. He didn't bring me a hat, not a shirt, not a nothing. Not a nothing. And I was hurt by that. I told him, I says, brother, I says, I'm just going to tell y'all this. I don't even mind. I don't even care anymore. I said, some of my favorite articles of clothing that I have are used hats, used shirts from Cog Hill, from Arms Family. Man, I've got some stuff from the... As a matter of fact, I offered to switch caps with him, and he had no interest in my used caps. I said, brother, I don't have any new ones right now, but here, you give me your used one, we'll just swap used stuff. Who cares? It's still a swap. And he wasn't having it. He wasn't having it. And then I felt like a sicko. Then I felt like a complete sicko for wanting his used articles of clothing. But I'm happy to know that I'm not the only sicko around, because would you believe how many people messaged me asking, could they pay for one of my used caps? They'll pay for shipping, handling. They want a used cap. And I'm like, why? And then I realized that I too, So I want you all to notice this roll of hay that I set out for the big guy yesterday. This was just yesterday. This is yesterday afternoon. Look at the roll of hay. That is what he has done to his roll of hay. And that is why we can't have nice things around here. That is exactly why we cannot have nice things around here, because he doesn't want to have nice things. He doesn't. He doesn't want to have nice things, and I don't understand that. Because that was a really nice roll of hay. And I sit here in the shade. That roll of hay, let me sit down here and talk for a minute. That roll of hay was sitting right here. And he has taken it and he has unraveled it all the way across to the fence. He would have gone further had there not been a fence there. I hope you guys know that. So let's get back to what I was saying about Sean Keeping It Dutch. I was telling you guys that a lot of people ask for used clothing attire. Now, I don't mean in a perverse way. No one's asking me for my underwear and socks. No weirdos like that. But they do want my used caps and used shirts. As a matter of fact, when I made my last shirt video talking about Jamie wanted me to get rid of some, there were a ton of folks who wanted those shirts. They were willing to pay for them. And I'm like, no, I'm not getting rid of my shirts. And then they've asked for about my caps. And they are offering to send money for shipping and handling. And I'm like, listen, I don't need a bunch of used caps, but I'm not going to sell them, if that makes any sense to you. I'm just not going to sell them. Y'all, that's weird to me. But I get it. And the reason I say I get it is because two of my favorite, you want me to leave you alone? Two of my favorite clothing items that I own and actually keep in my safe at the house are my used hats from both Arms Family and Cog Hill. And I also have two shirts. Now, I do wear my shirts on a regular occasion, my used shirts, ones that Daniel has worn and Jason's worn. So I don't know why. There's just something special and something unique about wearing someone else's clothing when there's someone that you admire and respect, I guess. So I take it as a compliment. I don't mean it to put you down if that's your thing. I also know that most of my life we shopped at Goodwill. So I guess I'm used to most of my clothes being things that were worn by other people. I will say that all of my underwear were always new. I've always only worn new underwear. I've never worn, no hand-me-downs when it comes to the undies, okay? Let's get back up to the house and check out what we got from Sean. All right, well, I've got the pasture all raked up and clean. I'm going to leave the semi-roll of hay out. They may nibble on that, they may not. But I do want to bring some fire ant killer because looky there. There is a mound of fire ants that I do not want the babies to get into. I also want to point out to you that it is midday right now. You can look at the shade from the trees here. The sun is right above us. It's midday, and we still have a lot of great shade here in this spot. So the cows can come to the shade if they choose to. They have some sunny spots over there they can go to. There's no grass to eat right now, but there's no grass anywhere. So we'll still be obviously giving them bottle feed. No, well, they're bottle fed babies, so they'll still get the bottle, and we're going to start slowly mixing in some different grains for them. But they can at least walk around and munch on stuff. Also, there's something else I want to do. Let me go ahead and show you now. Have you guys ever heard of barnyard lime? All right, so what I have a bucket of here is lime. I do. I have a bucket of lime. And you can lime your pastures in many different ways. Larger pastures, you would use a fertilizer spreader or a water spreader, especially. What do they call that? It's water soluble, and then you could spray your pasture with a lime solution. For a small pasture like this, though, I'm just going to toss it by hand. It will help neutralize any acids. It will also clean up any kind of bacteria left over from like ostrich poop or goat poop, whatever. It will rid your pasture of flies. It does a lot of stuff for the soil as well. But right now, I'm going to walk around and just toss some lime. I can promise you something. When I'm done with this, I will not look I will look ghastly. Lime is difficult to work with because it does get all over you. It's not toxic. It's not going to hurt me when I breathe it in, and it will not hurt the cows or anything else either. So, yeah, y'all bear with. All right, so I have been limed. Our pasture's been limed. I only did the front of the pasture. I didn't worry about the back side over there because there's nothing over there nothing has hung out over there. There's nothing over there that's dirty or messy or wet or slimy or bacteria filled. So, all right, guys, at this point, we've done everything. We've picked up all of the trash that was laying around. Oh, I only have to kill my fire ants. I will do that, and we will be done. That is one heck of a mound, and I'm putting more than I probably should, but I want to wipe that sucker out. There's a small one over here. And then you guys remember that and I saw one over here too. Remember last year when I had to fight Carl and I spilt an entire container, the entire contents of Amdro, and I was afraid it was going to kill all of the goats that got into it. But I called the 800 number and they talked me through, and they said that this is not going to do anything to our large animals. As a matter of fact, it doesn't take much toxicity to kill something like an ant. It would take a whole lot more than this to hurt any of your large animals. So don't worry about that being an issue. It's not. All right, I'm not gonna move the girls now. I'll wait until this afternoon after their bottles. Babies. Listen, I love the both of you, okay? I do, I love you so darn much. But it's time that we take that next step into, yeah, that next step is kind of like back to school, all right? And this is your first day at school. This will be kindergarten school. But no, they're fine right here. And then I'll give them their afternoon bottles. And then after that, my friends, they will be off to becoming real cows, real farm animals. Oh my goodness, so exciting. So this here comes from Kid, which is keeping it Dutch. And I'm excited to see what's inside here. Oh, Lord. Okay, so the first thing that I see kind of terrifies me. Guys, that's the first thing that I see, and it terrifies me. I don't know what that is. Okay, I don't even know if I should open this. Look. What is this? What is this, y'all? What has he done? I don't know what you can put past that guy. Oh, Lord. This is actually beautiful. So, this is not for everybody. But I did not know what I was opening. But what he has sent me is what they call a pelt. A pelt is, in fact, a tanned animal hide. So this is obviously from one coyote that Mr. Sean, keeping it Dutch, at some point had to exterminate. But he kept the pelt, which is just an animal fur. What they do is, you don't have to have a taxidermist to do this for you. My dad used to tan, they call it tanning a hide. It's not a dead animal. The animal part is gone. All of the animal innards are completely gone. Now, I'm going to be very careful that my dogs don't grab this and run off with it. This hide has been tanned, and a lot of people will use things like this to create themselves different types of clothing. Dutch, am I blushing? Am I blushing? Because I feel like I don't know where to go with this one. Sean knows that my audience are folks who love animals, and it was tough to know that we had to go out and try to exterminate those that were wreaking havoc on our babies here. And I do believe that the three that we I certain played a huge role, because no one around here. Well, thank y'all for watching and for being a part of the video. Love reading comments and seeing your input and things that you think about and things I may have overlooked. And more than anything else, it's always funner and gooder doing things with people you love and care about. Family, if you will. And we will see you guys on tomorrow's video.
If I die dumb, doing something stupid, take the video and YouTube it. Tell the others how I tried to make them proud. My last words. No, wait, I can do it.
What are we gonna do?